That's it. I'm out of here.
And I have to get something off my chest.
I agree. There, that's much better. Boy, I'll say. Okay, let's go.
I am not going anywhere.
Would you girls excuse me? My girdle is killing me.
He's wearing a girdle?
And padded shoulders.
And knowing him, a sock in his crotch.
I didn't expect it. I mean, I thought the next time I went through this, it would be for Ma.
As long as I'm here, maybe I can fall and break my hip so you won't have to come back.
No, it's strange. If anything happened to Stan, I would feel like his widow. I mean, I know I'm not, but we've just been through so much together that...
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the severe storm front that is passing through the area, all flights in and out of Miami International Airport have been canceled until 6 a.m. tomorrow. Have a Merry Christmas.
Fine. I can't trust you anymore, and if I can't trust you, then we can't be friends. The relationship is over. Goodbye. I got out in the hall and I missed you guys already. Please, let's be friends. Oh.
You ladies should be grateful. It was our superior sailing skill that saved your lives.
Hanging on to the mast and screaming, "Please, God, take the old ladies, but don't hurt us." That does not qualify as skill.
Look, ladies, we've taken all the guff we're going to take off of you.
No, you have a date with him tomorrow night. Keep it. I'm sure you'll find he's the same caring, sensitive man you've known all along. My God, it wasn't my confirmation dinner, was it? Well, I think I'll watch TV in my room.
Before you go, call this number.
What is it?
A phone number. I met him at the supermarket. He asked me to squeeze a melon for him. He's missing a few fingers, but everything else seemed to be intact.
Oh, Rose, come on. It's going to be wonderful. Now, stop worrying. Go check on dinner.
I can't wait to meet Dr. Newman. He was fascinating on the phone. He analyzed my dream.
What dream?
Oh, that...
Careful, Arthur. Watch your step.
Blanche, if I only could.
Oh, forgive me, sugar. Well, here, I'll watch it for you, you poor thing.
Thank you.
Hey, terrific sex is better than nothing.
Here's to terrific sex. And the dumb blonde who's not gonna get any.
Prescribed them when I wrenched my back. I didn't know you'd hurt your back. Oh, it's an old farm injury from St. Olaf. Oh, I'll never forget when it happened. It was time to plant the crops, but after 17 years of pulling the plow, poor old Bessie was worn out.
Well, why didn't you just get another mule?
I want you two jailbirds to feel at home. Dinner's at 6. Pass it on.
Rose, honey, what is the matter? We didn't accomplish anything today, Blanche. Those tuna fishermen are going to be right out there again tomorrow doing the same thing. Something else.
Oh?
I might kill you.
Hey, but what are you talking about?
I've never told anybody this in my life, but my husband died while he was making love to me.
Something else until that 1 second before their accident, and their lives change. Hey, take a look at this guy in the baseball uniform. And I'm still basically that guy.
You certainly do have a nice place here.
Well, I took it because I spent so much time in Miami, and I do hate hotels.
Oh, yeah. In the crook of the door handle for emergencies. And by the time I got through, I was the 12th caller. I won 4 tickets to the Frank Sinatra concert.
You get your bohunkus back in here and listen to what I have to say.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry. What were you trying to tell me? Well, Rose, I just don't know what.
I'm fine.
I wouldn't be fine. I don't know what I would have done if Charlie had suddenly paid a visit.
He's dead. You would have fainted. Are you really all right?
I'm feeling a little better.
And tomorrow you're going to feel a lot better.
And the next day may be better still.
And the next day you told me exactly what you wanted me to do a dozen times. Any idiot could have done it.
I know, honey, but you were the only one going downtown. Are you sure that you dropped it off at the newspaper office?
Yes, 6 people already called while you were out. He did that to me. I'll try and find it for you. But it's true. It really is. I died and went to heaven. Well, it wasn't actually heaven proper. It was somewhere on the outskirts.
You died and went to a suburb of heaven?
No, it was an enormous train station. Like Grand Central, only cleaner.
Which words? You're old, you're sad, get over it.
Sophia!
So what if you knew Jesus personally? Wake up and smell the coffee, you fossil. My mistake.
And a bitter divorce.
And possibly given birth to reasonably attractive children.
It does seem like the right thing to do. I'm comfortable with Buddy. I mean, everything seems so natural. It's easier being...
This was just delicious.
I'm glad you feel more comfortable.
Oh, yes. I don't know why I was nervous in the first place. Boy, you should see this bedroom. A giant screen TV, a big round bed, and lights that go on when you clap. My hands are raw. Not half as disappointed as I am. I admit at times your stories about being a big shot gangster seemed colorful to me. But I figured you weren't that guy anymore. And if you are, you're not for me.
Wish you'd have told me that before.
Something else.
Oh?
I might kill you.
Hey, but what are you talking about?
I've never told anybody this in my life, but my husband died while he was making love to me.
Welcome to my life.
It's nice meeting you, Ted, but I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
She's Gary Hart's campaign manager. It doesn't pay much, but you don't have to get out of bed to do it.
Bye, all.
Bye. Bye. Oh, girls, I am so excited. Now that Al's retired, we'll have so much time together.
He's really pretty special to you, isn't he?
Oh, he's more than special. I think I'm falling for him.
Rose, I don't think you are up to this.
Now, where were we?
Name.
Rosen Island. Oh, no, I'm fine. Oh, here, Sophia, just sign this. I'll fill it in later. It's a standard consent form, releasing the hospital.
Come on in, Ed. My roommates are still out shopping, so we have the place to ourselves. Now it's time to find out who's naughty or nice.
Didn't you have the best time Christmas shopping today, Dorothy?
I have an idea. Why don't I invite everybody and their dates for dinner at the Mortimer Club?
The Mortimer Club. Barbara, that is the most exclusive club in town.
Here we are, ladies.
Thank you.
I didn't order the French fries.
All right, you get the Edgar Allan Poe potatoes, and the ice water cometh.
You know,
Ladies, see y'all later.
I can't believe it. Neither can I. Free tickets.
Oh, I'm talking about my daddy. Why, this singing thing doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm worried about him. Maybe I ought to go call...
Ma, they can't prove that you started that fire at Shady Pines, and you are not going to jail.
You can't be sure of that, pussycat. So I'm doing what I have to do. I'm jumping bail and...
Oh, girls, I'm so sorry to be late. I ran out of gas on the way home. It was just horrible. Nobody would stop to help me. This could never have happened in the old South. What has become of chivalry? When men used to open doors for you, pull out your chair, tip their hat. I'm gonna pack. Sophia, wait, isn't there anything we can do to make you stay?
Nothing, my mind's made up. I'm leaving in the morning.
Oh.
Stanley. He said he was being shipped off to Korea and would probably die, and it would mean so much. That was my part of the war effort. It took 3 seconds. I wasn't sure that we had done anything, actually, until 9 months...
Excuse me, would you like to buy a flower?
Beat it, Frodo! And while you're at it, get a job, get a suit, and get on your knees and beg your mother's forgiveness.
Not belong in a cabinet, it belongs in a glass canister. That way it's not only visually appealing, but you can see if they cheated you out of raisins. I thought everybody knew that.
You know, until I met you, Rose, I didn't know that people actually talk back to their Rice Krispies.
Total fool of myself in front of the press. I'm the laughing stock of the entire country. What am I going to tell my mother?
Your mother's from St. Olaf. She'll understand.
I'm just stupid. I'm a dim-witted, dumb, simple-minded, grade-A Minnesota chucklehead. It all sounded suspicious, but I couldn't quite piece it together.
Rose, you nitwit. That means the guy was probably on the take.
Oh, I told you everything would be fine, Ma.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's have a getting out of prison party. See, everybody can pretend they've been...
Birthday! Oh, thanks so much, sweetheart.
An even happier birthday coming.
You're hurting me, Dorothy.
Sorry. Honey, before you do anything else, I want you to open my gift. I think you're gonna like it.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
It's been at least 2 or 3 letters since you wrote a poem.
He doesn't write poems, Blanche. We write poems. Actually, Lord Byron writes poems. We just copy them onto loose-leaf paper.
In cleverly disguised handwriting, I might add.
Oh, I don't know why I let you talk me into this. I mean, it is out of control. We have to tell Rose the truth.
Oh, we
Make way for the winners of the Shady Pines Mother-Daughter Beauty Contest. Ta-da!
No, actually, we're just the runners-up. But if the reigning winners, for any reason, can't fulfill their duty, need you let me or one of the girls know.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. She's the housekeeper, right?
Right.
But she's not supposed to lift a finger, right?
Right.
If anything needs to be done, you take care of it, right?
Right. Where are you going, Ma?
To get a job as a housekeeper.
Ma, be serious now. Marguerite is dangerous.
Oh, Ma, I hate it when you're right, and I guess I knew you were right all along.
What are you going to do, Dorothy?
Well, I'll have to have a talk with Eddie. I mean, it is obvious that this relationship has to taper off. All right, I'll end it.
You're out telling me all the time. How do you think I got pregnant with your brother Phil?
Just remember, Dorothy, I'll handle everything. I'm a salesman. I deal with people all the time. I know exactly what I'm doing. Shut up, Stan. Mellow out.
Let it run, let it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done.
Well, no. Look out behind you! Hey, you gotta make your own fun around here.
Holly, what's making you so tense? It's my job. It's all the pressure. Holly, what's the big deal? You're just working for a Consumer Reporter. You're not actually on TV a sale. Well, it is a big deal.
On Unless the lesbian sheds, that I don't know.
Jean.
Dorothy!
Oh, honey, it is so good to see you.
Sophia! Oh, you haven't aged a bit. You look great.
And she can stay here until we find her a place.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I mean, if nobody minds.
Mind? Why should we mind? Dorothy, could I see you in the living room for a moment? Are you out of your mind?
What?
That's nice. So you spent the evening at dinner.
No, we spent dinner at dinner. We spent the evening at a motel.
A motel, Dorothy! A cheap, tawdry, bare-balled den of iniquity!
We didn't drive to Sodom and...
What brings you guys to Miami? Wait a minute. I'll bet this has something to do with the St. Olaf Woman of the Year award.
Oh, no wonder she's a finalist.
Did I win?
Not yet. A lot will depend on verifying the facts in this here biography.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Make you happy, pussycat? I'm willing to take a short stroll.
Listen, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll order dinner in, we'll finish looking at the photos, and then we can reread these old letters.
Geez, too bad you didn't bring along the slides.
Come on, now you got the spirit. Is that a legal serve?
Everybody seems to be having such a good time.
You know, the more you stare at everyone, the more natural it seems.
Yes, I have been thinking exactly the same thing. Hey, why don't we just put our inhibitions...
Working at this age.
I never dreamt I'd be this age.
Let me tell you girls the three most important things I learned about life. Number one, hold fast to your friends. Number two, there's no such thing as security. And number three, don't go see Ishtar.
Killed her father. Would she then have tried to conceal the weapon in her purse? Ladies and gentlemen, I think not. That gun was obviously planted in her purse to pin the murder on her.
I've got it! A maitre d' is some kind of waiter.
This part needs a little work. And then now here's the chorus. It ain't gonna worry me for long. It ain't gonna worry me for long. I'll get up in the morning and I'll still be singing my song.
No, you owe me an explanation.
Well, Ted and
I don't have to stand here and listen to this.
Ma, don't give me that look.
What look?
Look, I didn't do anything wrong. Ted and I just talked last night.
Right, and the Godfather made all his money selling olive oil.
If you wait a couple minutes, I'll make you some sandwiches. Where are you going?
I don't know.
How are you getting there?
It was that A St. Valentine's Day massacre. It was Chicago, and in those days, Chicago stood for two things.
What were they?
How the hell should I know? One of my studs, Turkle? I forgot.
Well, let's not just sit around wasting time eating chocolates. Let's do something constructive.
We'll look into this first thing Monday morning.
It can't wait.
You're right. We'll do something immediately. We'll fill out a form. Must be one in here somewhere. It's okay. Sexual discrimination, sexual education, sexual harassment. Okay.
When I told her, she said, Rose, honey, you're just a little girl. You have your entire life before you and the whole world to see. Now, you wait until you grow up and get sophisticated and marry at 15 like your sisters. But you didn't. No, I was always kind of the gypsy of the family.
Noted. Chief makeover artist in the cosmetic department at Bamberger's.
Angela, this has to end. You know, I don't think the family even knows what the fight was about.
I'll tell you what it was about. Your mother hates me. I'm sorry, Dorothy. I've been invited to your mother's house twice in the past 26 years.
Oh. Blanche, what if she dies?
She's a tough lady, Dorothy. If anyone's a survivor, she is.
If she dies, I'll be an orphan. Can you believe it? I'm over 50 years old and I'll still feel like an orphan.
I know.
Don't get any privacy. One of us always ends up sharing a bed. Every time someone visits, I'm in your room, you're in my room, she's in her room, she's in your room. Look at me.
What?
You're getting a cold.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Tomorrow you'll have a cold.
What is this, the curse of the Catwoman?
Sven, I have some bad news.
Is it bad news?
Yes, it's bad.
Were you two the cousins who played the banjo in Deliverance?
Rose, what's wrong?
Oh, that was the counseling center. I have to work today. Now who's going to show Sven the site? At the counseling center, we learned that the first reaction to catastrophe is denial.
Rose, I am not in denial.
Oh, yes, you are. You're just denying you're in denial.
Rose, I am not denying that I am in denial.
If you're not denying you're in denial, then you're...
Oh, Jean, you were always a terrific girl. Dorothy, why can't you be more like Jean? Scratch that.
Who are your roommates, Dorothy?
Jean, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I don't know quite how to phrase this.
The lesbian thing, do you keep it under your hat or what? Pay me enough to endorse that slime on a shingle.
No, this is a nationwide commercial. There is a lot of money involved here.
Sorry, Dorothy, there are two things a Sicilian won't do. Lie about pizza and file a tax return. Forget it, Si.
This group of children laughing at her, and in the bubble coming out of her mouth it says, "It's not funny. You try getting white bread and mayonnaise out of your braces." And then in the third panel...
Rose, how many panels are there?
16. And then in the next panel...
Could you just tell us the gist of...
What kind of friend is that?
Well, you said you weren't my friend.
Well, what if I say I am your friend?
Well, then I'd have to do it. You'd be my friend.
Then we're friends!
You mean it?
Forever! Just don't forget to leave me alone.
Well, that's what friends are for.
See you, pal.
Thank you, Roger. You don't know what it means to me to hear you say that. I know who he is, Blanche. Santa, how could you?
Rose, this is Ed Kleckner. He's working part-time over at the mall. He's on his break.
Santa is never off duty, mister. As long as you're in that uniform, the only thing that better be on your mind is giving people what they want for Christmas.
Hello. I'm a Baptist.
Sister, is it all right if I sit?
Well, she makes a beeline to him and gives him such a kiss you could practically suck the beard off his face.
I don't remember Uncle Carmine having a beard.
He was in a Santa suit, and he had one of those hook-on beards. Well, I mean, I can't believe what I'm looking at. So I go to her and I yank her into the pantry.
First, my alarm didn't go off, so I was late to work, and then I had a flat tire on the way. And when I finally got there, I smashed my hand in the door. Oh, I feel like crawling under the covers and eating Velveeta right out of the box. No to the Miss St. Olaf beauty pageant. It was 1951. That was the first year they let humans enter, too. I was way ahead after the evening gown and log rolling competition. People don't realize how hard it is to roll a...
I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
Not at all. Rose and I were just about to go and see if we can fit into our bathing suits yet.
Glenn says we might have better luck if we sprayed our fannies with Pam.
I'd forgotten how...
I'll
obviously we all need to lose a few pounds. And we might as well start right now. It's still 2 weeks until Phyllis's party.
Oh, but how?
We could try another health club.
Oh, no way, Rose. I'm sure you have...
Grab it all the way and I'll split.
That does it. You don't have any choice. You're hauling that tree away, capiche?
You Italians have got some temper.
You Italians?
With disdain in his voice, he said it. Now you're gonna pay.
Welcome to my life.
It's nice meeting you, Ted, but I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
She's Gary Hart's campaign manager. It doesn't pay much, but you don't have to get out of bed to do it. Exception, Harry. I didn't mean you. So do you think I'm crazy, too?
Dorothy, I think you're very sane. Just because a doctor hasn't found something doesn't mean there isn't something there.
Are you serious? Well, how come you know that and they don't?
First of all, dear, I know you. You're a stable person, and if you say you're sick, you...
The cheese.
See you tonight, Rose.
Goodbye, ladies. Bye-bye, Miles.
You take care of him.
Oh, Blanche, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're welcome, honey, but let's get to the important stuff. Who am I going out with tonight?
Well, James says...
Besides this 170 grand? All right. I'll send it back. All of it?
Yes, Ma, all of it.
Okay. I just hope they want it back after an 83-year-old woman rolled around in it naked.
This is exactly what happened during the Great Herring War.
The Great Herring War?
Yes, between the Lindstroms and the Johanssons.
Oh, that Great Herring War.
The two families control the most fertile herring waters off the coast.
All alone in some dark, cold box 6 feet under.
Sorry I'm late. Dorothy, chin up. Passage is important.
God, she's alive!
By the way, Dorothy, I saw that video of you falling into the gorilla pit to America.
You think maybe we could have dinner Saturday night?
Well, why don't I just check my date book and I'll let you know.
Sure. I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events? Gosh, I just don't know what I'm going to do. You know, he is a little bit younger than I am.
Could I smell waffles?
What does this look like, the house of pancakes?
So, how's Kate doing?
Better than I am. Dennis is here, and she's forgiven him.
Dennis is here? Somebody hold my hair. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, sit down and shut up.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Daddy.
Look, here's where you can reach me. Call me if you can work things out. I'll be there until showtime.
Fine. Oh, one more thing.
What's that?
Could you leave by the back door? Oh, well, I hope one day you meet the woman of your dreams, but in the meantime, who are you and what are you doing in our bathroom?
I'm Dwayne, and that's Rick. Hi. And I'm Winston Hardwick III.
Well, we're very glad to meet you, but what are you doing in our bathroom?
This is our room. I'm afraid these 6 of us are going to have to share.
Old Spice. We slept day and night for the next 6 months, and when I finally woke up, I had missed my graduation and the integration of Major League Baseball.
Rose, I'm very sorry, but honey, you cannot stay in this class.
Oh, please, Dorothy. I've secretly dreamt of getting a high... Does this mean you'll go to the masquerade ball?
Yes, and I'll tell you something, after all the practice I have had lately, I'd be honored to be the horses behind.
It's okay. Look, you can hardly see it anymore.
Oh, let me introduce my friends. This is Rose and Blanche.
Oh, what a charming old world couple. Welcome to Miami.
Ma questo mi sembra una donna di strada.
Well, I had a good time. He's very nice. But you know, the best part of it is I think I'm over my menopausal depression.
Honey, you just needed the confidence to know that you're still attractive. And Dr. Parks helped do that.
Oh, no, well, maybe a little, but I know that beauty like mine cannot fade overnight, so he didn't really have that much to do with it.
Hard to say. Depends how late the guys from Miami Vice want to party. Later.
I don't believe that. But then what can I expect? His father's a Yankee. I guess I really should have given him some money.
You should have given him a smack.
I don't believe in hitting children.
$35,000?
And 4 gold teeth. Nice going, Counselor. Exactly how close to the television are you sitting when you're watching La Law?
Hallway.
I'll hold the ladder. I meant something like rearranging the furniture in the living room, or cleaning out the garage, or relining the kitchen shelves.
Bingo!
Oh, bingo's fun on a rainy day.
She was talking about relining the shelves.
Well, that could be fun, too, if we divide into...
Or the Red Menace?
She's helping Rose unload the car.
Is something wrong, Dorothy?
I don't want to talk about it.
Magda is driving us crazy. All she does is complain about how awful things are in America. Everywhere we went, something bothered her. We showed her the mall.
She said we live in a plastic society with... He's acting as though Dreyfus isn't even his name.
Of course Dreyfus is his name, right, Dreyfus? Dreyfus! Come on. Maybe we'll swing by the pet shop on the way home.
I am so ashamed.
I'm sure you're just blowing this out of proportion. But Dorothy I raised is a good Catholic girl.
And what's worse, in the process, I have hurt a friend.
Hey, a true friend will forgive you anything and love you no matter what. Just as your mother loves you no matter what. Now tell me, Dorothy. Guaranteed to make me gain back that pound.
Ma, all this eating you're doing is ridiculous. Now, I am sure you are already back up to 99 pounds.
We'll see. Wrong again, Kreskin. Still 98.
98 pounds? I can't remember the last time I weighed 98. Probably.
Okay, meet me in my office. Yes, right now. I gotta go. I got a sick person. I'll see you later. I love you.
I love you too. Got it tomorrow. All I know is, girls, I'm in a no-win situation here. I lose a sister or a kidney. Either way, no matter what I do, I'm gonna lose something.
What would you do?
For my children, I wouldn't even have to...
Cold, frigid, hardly likes men at all. And she's ugly, isn't she? Ugly is a pretty strong word, Rose. And wrinkled, isn't she? She is not wrinkled. And fat. Stop that!
Hello. Hello. Do you have a match? I think so. Let's see.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. I don't feel any sparks.
Well, in this instance, I'll take that as a compliment.
Am a little hot, but it's nothing I can't handle. Sorry. Well, darling, I can't come see you this weekend. No way, I mean it. If it had been any other weekend. I know, but I'm queen of a ball. Isn't that something? Here, listen to this. Quote, the highlight being the Citrus Festival.
point I'm trying to make is your behavior in this shoe thing is extreme.
Date.
Well, we didn't. But it wasn't because I didn't try. Oh. I can still remember the night of the big rally before the homecoming game. Oh, there stood Ham, just handsome as ever. I walked over to him and asked him the one question that had been burning on my tongue for the last 4 years. Ham.
She's in this room. Hey, man, cool.
Oh, Blanche, come on, you only think she's here. You and Grammy spent a lot of time here, and the memories are so alive. Of course, you can almost feel her here, right, Rose?
Well, she's not under the bed.
Ma, why are you sitting here in the dark?
Conserving electricity for those who will still be living past Saturday. Put out your hands, Dorothy.
What for?
So I can say hello like Magic Johnson. So I'm going to give you some of my personal things. My bank book, some stocks.
Oh, Ma, come on now. This is crazy.
What's inside a pit or a pearl? This is a 25-cent nectarine.
Fine, sold.
Well, don't stand there like a bump on a pickle. Give the man a quarter. Uh-oh. I don't think Seraphina's a worthy opponent for me anymore.
Why not, Sophia?
I'm afraid she's losing it. I just got a next chess move. She bid 4 spades.
Well, the reviews are finally in.
I was dating the Navy. I never met anybody like you. Jake, is it my imagination or is there a tattoo in the shape of a nose on your arm?
Yeah. I got that when I first joined the Navy back in '51. I was just a kid. I was drunk out of my mind. Unfortunately, so was the guy who...
You're right, Mother. The television camera does exaggerate the pounds.
Oh, I don't see where a little sliver would hurt.
Finally, some action.
Blanche, I really shouldn't.
Yes, Jerry, you should.
No, he shouldn't. He's watching his refined sugar intake.
Yes, he should. This cake is sweetened with natural fruit juices.
No, he shouldn't.
Beats me.
Oh, great. Now what am I going to tell Enrique Mas tomorrow?
You're going to tell him that you are overworked?
Well, I can't tell him that. He'll think I can't do the job.
You can't do it, Rose. Not like this. Now, you're going to talk to him and tell him you have too much to do. If it means your job, it means your job.
Wow, what a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in history, we have a posthumous winner, Agnes Bradshaw.
It's a fix! She's dead! How's that possible? Another man showed up?
What I mean is, I had never seen a man before. A man? You start again.
I don't know. I've just been under a lot of stress lately. My job, Ma, getting married.
You're growing older, you don't go out much, your chin is starting to droop.
You know, since I've already had the cigarette, why don't you just blindfold me and shoot me?
I want to show you something. Dorothy, you see this hair? It is the only one on my forehead. The other traitors receded years ago, but this proud and loyal sprout clings desperately. It is unrelenting. It is true.
You better keep an eye on her.
Oh, you're right. You better stick to her like a tight shirt on a sweaty farmhand. You know the type with the big biceps and the hairy chest just glistening in the hot sun? I'm sorry, what were you talking about?
You
got a date Saturday night.
Saturday. Ma, we're going away for the weekend. Just the 2 of us. So pack your bags. We're off to a cabin in the Keys.
Wait a minute, Dorothy. You pulled this one on me once before. Remember Shady Pines Retirement Village?
Ma, could you narrow that down a bit?
What's his name on TV, on the news? The one who glues his head to the ceiling.
Oh, I think she means that consumer reporter on Channel 8, Enrique Mas. That's the guy. Hey, that's not such a bad idea. He helps a lot of people. Well, I believe he must be the...
Oh, Ma, your first day. You must be really excited.
You bet I'm excited. This was a great idea of yours. It's given me a whole new lease on life. I need a raise.
Ma, you haven't even started yet.
I meant help me up. These new underalls are choking my pancreas.
Often performing some honky-tonk? I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty crazy to me.
Now, don't you sass me, Missy.
Well, no, I don't mean to sass you, Daddy. It's just that I'm concerned about you. Now, I want you to promise me that you're going to forget all about this nonsense and go back to Twin Oaks and have a nice long rest.
It's so good to finally meet you, Blanche. Your father's told me so much about you.
Oh, I wish I could say the same.
Margaret, please, sit down.
Maybe we ought to get her a booster seat.
Can I get you a drink?
How about chocolate milk?
This is really lovely, Raymond.
I hope you'd like it.
Reminds me of the place I met Charles de Gaulle. We were lovers, you know.
Really?
Ma, that's a lie. But you know, my room's next to Blanche's.
Boy, something smells good in here. What's for lunch?
It's cat food, Sophia.
Is that seafood medley? Yes, it is. They used to feed that to us every Sunday at the home.
Ma, they did not make you eat cat food at Shady Pond.
Oh, boy, some people.
What's wrong, Blanche?
Oh, Dorothy, nobody gives a damn about this Save the Wetlands thing. I sat in that booth of ours at the mall for 3 hours. Not one soul came by and asked for information. What we need is some kind of swamp gimmick, like, guess how many leeches are in the jar?
And she can stay here until we find her a place.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I mean, if nobody minds.
Mind? Why should we mind? Dorothy, could I see you in the living room for a moment? Are you out of your mind?
What?
Birthday! Oh, thanks so much, sweetheart.
An even happier birthday from
You're hurting me, Dorothy.
Sorry. Honey, before you do anything else, I want you to open my gift. I think you're gonna like it.
Oh, isn't that pretty? It was an accident. A delicious accident.
Well, Ma, I just can't do it now. I'm going to be teaching that honors program class, and it's going to be a challenge. I'm going to have students who know that Chekhov is a brilliant Russian playwright, not the guy who was the navigator on the Enterprise.
Oh, I don't think so. You see, I've bowled with Blanche before. Maybe this isn't the best time to mention it, but when the chips are down, Blanche chokes. Don't you, sweetheart? Eat chalk, Nyla.
You go get him, Blanche.
You always meet a lot of lecherous guys out for a good time who think they can impress you by throwing their money around.
Oh, damn, I wish I didn't have to go to work today. Well, Dorothy, you go. You can relax and take your mind off your job interview tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, all right.
Oh, good. I would lend you my pen.
Nitty-gritty, why don't you all tell me a little bit about yourself?
Fine. I'm a teacher. I'm divorced.
I'm a widow. No man would leave me unless he absolutely had to. I'm 41 years old. I'm 5'6". I weigh 108 pounds, and my hair is its natural hue.
Oh. Sure, Blanche. Yours?
Rose, you idiot. There's no way I'm ever gonna pass for a man. Dorothy, trade with me?
Go to hell, Myron. Rose, I don't want to wear this.
Oh, come on. I looked in the yearbook, and you're a dead ringer for Cindy Lou Peoples.
I don't know.
Trust me, it'll work.
Dorothy, I may be a lot of things, but naive is not one of them. Face it, your friend Jean
is seeing a married man.
Blanche, that is absolutely uncanny.
I wasn't born yesterday.
No.
What is it?
It's a beetle.
They call it a fly, but it's really a beetle?
Yes.
How do they know it's Spanish?
Because it wears a little sombrero.
Well, why don't they just call it a beetle? Spanish beetle?
Because they call it Spanish fly.
Well, then what do they call their fly?
I don't care, Rose! Forget it!
Oh my God, Dorothy, there it is. The statue.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Oh, I just can't wait to hear that.
Privilege.
And something else.
And that self-confidence is the greatest gift that you could have ever given me.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
My little girl is going to have a baby by artificial insemination. I just can't bear to think about it. I'm just being silly, aren't I?
For a gift. This is a receipt for the diamond ring that you gave me on our 38th wedding anniversary.
I know.
You spent $2,500 on me?
That's not his. He had Buddy Klein do it for him.
This is a proxy?
He doesn't mind doing it in his own bed, but there's something about doing it in a public place.
Kind of like sex.
Maybe where you come from.
Listen, if you don't want tonight to turn into a total disaster, you have to stop being so self-conscious.
Oh, well, you're right, of course. Dr. Newman is a guest in our home. If I'm self-conscious, he'll be ill at ease. I can't allow that to happen. It would be un-Southern.
See people suffer?
No.
And isn't it true that from time to time she bullies the women she lives with?
No!
For the record, Your Honor, this witness has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. Blanche, what did Dorothy really feel about Angela?
And everybody, I'd like you to meet Murray Gutman.
How do you do, my nice... Murray, such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Dorothy, could I see you in the kitchen for a second? We have a little problem.
We do?
Yep.
Fail for 18 years, you and Charlie?
Yeah, of course. Right after dinner.
Well, no wonder you never heard of I Love Lucy.
Of course, as it turned out, I was just overreacting. I mean, it was a...
But that's a separate story.
I wouldn't mind hearing it.
Oh, Rose, shut up. Everybody stay where you are and go to sleep. I have to go to work early in the morning.
Oh, darn, I forgot something.
Go in your It was like I was my own conscience. That's when I knew things were different.
Different how?
I was in that gray area between life and death. The time has come for me to reevaluate my life, for me to take stock of myself. I just know. All right, I have had it. Thanks to all this constant bickering, I have a splitting headache.
Oh, girls, let's face facts. The three of us just can't agree on anything. I mean, it is obvious we were not meant to live together.
I hate to agree with you, but I think you're right.
I think so, too. In fact, I know so. Well, I can understand that. She is a big radio personality. Well, I would stay and talk. I have a lot of big problems of my own. I'd share them with you, but I don't want to bore you.
Thank you.
Blanche, Rose is going through a very hard time, but I think that...
Yes.
Blanche, you look terrific. You look like you lost 15 pounds.
Well, thank you, Sophia.
Oh, that's your thigh. I thought it was part of the couch. Blanche, try to remember, gravy isn't a beverage.
Blanche, Ma broke her glasses. She can't see.
Stan, can you come back tomorrow?
Well, we were thinking about playing bridge.
Stanley, stop that!
Dorothy, in any event, your part here is done. And I'm going to recommend as the concluding and most important step in your treatment that you both spend at least 2 years apart. No phone calls, no visits, nothing.
Then they went out and got a real neighborhood nymphomaniac to play. But Susan said, she said, well, Rose is somebody I like a lot. She's kind of a character that I really love. And Jay...
But wasn't it great making fun of those who did?
It sure was.
But come on, Mom. The truth is, we have done our share of fighting.
Of course we fight. We're Italian. We like to fight. It's our way of showing love. Though, I don't know if there was a lot of love that time that we...
Hi, Ma.
Give me your watch.
We don't have to go through all that trouble. I bought this for my grandson. Sounded so good, I kept it for myself.
I love Glenn Miller. I met my husband at a Glen.
Precious?
He mauled me, Rose.
Buster did that, but he seemed so sweet.
Well, he may be, Rose, but he just doesn't like me. Yeah. Sometimes in life that happens. For instance, I don't like you.
But everybody likes me.
Can't say that anymore, Rose.
Do you really?
Why, many times that first time. Many, many times.
You did?
You didn't?
No. Oh, it was nice. I mean, being near Charlie was nice. But it was 5 years before I knew what made your eyes go back in your head.
Mr. Terrific, I think that Lex Luthor and the Joker are harassing an old lady in the stairwell. Could you come in and melt them with your X-ray vision?
Mr. Terrific doesn't have X-ray vision.
Please, Rose, this is no time to point out his shortcomings.
Mr.
Yes, may I come in?
Oh, please, come right in. May I take your height?
You must be Dorothy. Rose has told me all about you.
I wish I could say the same.
Dorothy, I love you.
I love you, too. Goodbye.
Jeremy, be serious. Mama, Jeremy's asked me to marry him and I've said yes. You're happy for me, Mama, aren't you? Happy, honey. Happy isn't the word for it.
Number 1, lose 200 pounds. Done it. Number 2, never be burdened to children in old age.
Moving on.
3, make amends with Guido Spirelli.
That sock drawer is my business. Look, those times that Mom makes me crazy, I go into my room and have some pretend time, okay?
This is Rose Nyland signing off in a sad, sad situation. A great place to get a seafood meal.
Miami, you've got style. Blue sky, sunshine, white sand.
Damn, you're good. traveling all up and down the Florida coast. It was only Fort Lauderdale during spring break.
Me the towel.
Oh, just hate that Sid LaBass.
Well, it's not Sid's fault. He told us patching the roof wouldn't work.
Listen, let's face it, we're going to have to find a way to come... Don't they give you medication at the home, Chuck?
Oh, no. Doctor says I don't have to take it anymore. It doesn't stop the multiple personalities. It just relieves anxiety. I'm not anxious. I make other people anxious.
Hi, Chucky.
Hi, sis.
You're over here early.
Oh, my God, they've bonded.
Hey!
What are you doing?
We were going to watch the Nun story. I've never seen it before.
Oh, she leaves the convent in the end. Here it is. Ironside.
Out leaving the country.
I'm not skipping bail, pussycat. I'd never make it. Every cab driver, waitress, and skycap between here and Sicily would be only too eager to talk to the police.
Why do you say that?
I undertip.
Look, Ma, I know you're nervous, but Herb is a brilliant lawyer. And, honey, you have the love and support.
Sorry.
Girls, guess what happened tonight?
Give us a hint.
The best thing that could happen to a woman.
The circus is in town.
No, brothers, no. It's about Stan.
Well, I was close. And you're really not mad at me anymore?
Rose, I'm a reasonable person. I forgive you.
Does that mean you'll turn my heat back on? I was really chilly last night.
Okay, Rose.
Blanche, what made you decide to forgive Rose?
That's beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. That looks like something you'd see on a calendar in a muffler shop.
Oh, go on. Do you really think that's right for Miles? He's never seen that side of me before.
You mean the wanton Rose? The harlot can be so much fun. I will never forget mine. I was the most successful person there.
What? Blanche, didn't you go to school with that brilliant doctor who won the Nobel Prize?
Oh, yes, but she let her looks go to hell.
You do sound excited, Dorothy.
Well, I am, but mostly it's about seeing Trudy again.
Grandma Moses.
Hey, how would you like me to fix your face so the two of you don't look like twins anymore?
Sophia, this is Dorothy's mother. Dorothy's the roommate who'll be joining us tonight.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
Dorothy, this is Rob, and this is his brother Bob.
I swear I have seen you somewhere before.
Oh, there! Carnival. And I was having the greatest time. Eating candied turnips and guessing how many sweet potatoes were in the glass jar, bobbing for yams. I had a knack of always coming up with the firmest, most appealing yams.
I was once told I had the firmest, most appealing gam.
Thank you. And so I was thrilled at Blanche. I thought that was wonderful. And then all of a sudden somebody said, well, no, it was Jay Sandwich in his genius. He said, if Betty plays another, Man Hungry, they're going to think it's Sue Ann Revisited. So let's make her Rose. Well, I didn't know who Rose was. And doing up.
Just thinking.
About what?
And how I'm going to tell Ma that she's not invited to the Bahamas. What are you doing up?
Dorothy, can I confide something in you I've never told another living soul?
Of course.
You promise not to tell anybody?
I promise.
Are you willing to spit in each other's...
Sweet Jesus, am I in trouble? Now I lay me down to sleep.
Listen, boy, that bull would have been jealous.
Rose, quite frankly, I don't get it. What is this hold that Buzz has over you?
Oh, I know exactly what she's going through, Dorothy. First love can be very powerful.
Pussycat, there are no accidents. Nobody wrongs someone without meaning it.
Come on, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I was going to take this dress back.
I am sorry,
You were
Blanche.
sorry.
Oh, come on, it was an accident.
Or was it?
Well, I'm glad you straightened that out. I was beginning to remember writing those letters.
It was still a pretty crazy thing to do, but at least it's nice to know you did it because you cared about me.
Okay, let's get back to our dates. I want Howard to get me tipsy and take advantage of me.
Blanche! Howard's my date.
Oops. B, I mean, the show is tomorrow night. He wouldn't leave before that. He knows how much I'm depending on him. Oh, there must be some other explanation. Maybe I'm just a foolish old woman who's lived a silly fantasy her whole life.
Oh.
Honey.
Rode you out on the street.
I said I was sorry.
Oh, I feel just terrible. My eyes are all puffy, my nose is red, my glands are swollen. Isn't it amazing how I can feel so bad and still look so good?
I can't believe it. Vinnie Angelo will be on a plane headed for Brooklyn.
Wish I'd taken my raincoat.
Why are you two dressed like that?
Well, these are our costumes for the play, Dorothy. We were in the middle of dress rehearsal when they told us all to go home right away.
There's a hurricane heading.
Oh, here's my roomie. Hi, Malcolm.
Who's Malcolm?
You are.
Okay. Ma, he's a man. I didn't know you moved in with a man.
What difference does it make? He's over 100 years old. I'm not sure he knows.
Picture. You were such a lovely girl.
Oh, I never felt that way. I always felt awkward and clumsy, except in your class. You made me feel intelligent and beautiful and special. I never forgot that.
And I have never forgotten you.
Oh, imagine an autographed copy. Will this make it harder to exchange? Just kidding. To my sister Blanche, you have inspired me more than you will ever know, Charmaine.
Blanche, you can't take all that luggage.
Well, Dorothy, I may run into a celebrity while I'm sunbathing on the beach. I'll only pack what I need to make me look my most devastating.
And I hope you packed a tight butt.
Oh, yes. Now, whose cab is this? Is this yours or mine?
Rose.